Hello, Must Play listeners. We have another bonus round for you today with Noly Tengunchong of Happy Hour Golf Club helping TJ and I decide the ideal 4-day San Diego golf trip. We're going to tell you where to golf, where to eat, what to do, all of it. We know it's divisive. Let us know in the comments where you think we got it right or where we got it wrong. Cheers. I hope you enjoy. Noly, thank you so much for joining us on Must Play today. I'm super excited for this episode. I could think of no one better to come on and do a San Diego golf trip pod with us. So thanks for joining.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here, and I will tell you, I had the hardest freaking time doing this thing. I kept changing and editing and adding and removing, but you'll see. We'll talk about it more.
Yeah, I was last night too. I had a couple beers and I was like, "This is stupid," and I like erase it. I go, no, I should make a copy. And then I went back to something I made.
I'm in the very same boat as well. I set myself a designated bedtime last night where I said, all right, once it hits this point, no more editing the list. Do not touch it tomorrow at all. Yeah. And then I blew right past that last night and then finally hit a point where it was like 30 minutes later. And I was like, okay, no more. Like you're overthinking this. But, just for whoever's listening to this pod, just know a lot of sleep was lost to curate these lists for you.
I was literally editing until just before I logged on. So that's how this is. That's how stressful this has been. So yeah,
we appreciate you for caring that much and putting all that time into it.
Definitely.
Dude, this Scottsdale golf trip episode we did last year was one of our most listened to episodes. And I frequent it sometimes just to go back and listen. And I'm like, what was I thinking? And I listen to myself trying to tell a story or a narrative.
I like that though, because you sent that to me, right, to prep for this. Yeah. And I actually like that because it gave you an idea. It kind of shaped how you put the trip together. So I like that person.
Guy.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
TJ's like, stop kissing up, dude. Like, stop.
I mean, I have an underlying theme for my trip here that I'll state when we kind of start off, so I can set the table a little bit. But I did not musically paint a picture like Sean did.
All right. Before we get to all that, Noly, this is the first time you've had you on the pod. I just want you to kind of give us a little bit more information on Happy Hour Golf Club, which you're president of. For those who don't know, maybe give us some quick background on that, and also maybe why you think you're maybe, let's say, an expert for coming up with the San Diego golf trip.
Sure. So I am, my name's Noly Tengunchong. I'm the president of Happy Hour Golf Club. Happy Hour is a social golf club. We're not affiliated with any course, but we are affiliated with the SCGA. So if you join us, you get automatic access to gin and stuff like that. The main reason we actually started the club was to get access to the private events that SCGA hosts at like private courses and stuff that you wouldn't normally get access to. So funny story, initially it was just supposed to be like me and 11 buddies. And we were just going to like take advantage of that. And that was the whole reason for existing. And I started posting stuff on social media and people started finding us going, hey, how do I sign up? Your group looks like a lot of fun. And I remember literally the first time somebody asked me that going, I have no idea. I don't know how you sign up.
Didn't plan for it.
Well, because I signed up all 12 members when we had to start the club. So yeah, I didn't know how that, so anyways, so fast forward a couple years later, here we are, we have 70 members and we host events every month all over San Diego from Fallbrook all the way down to Chula Vista. And that is basically the reason why I think I'd be a great person to ask as far as, where to play golf in San Diego when you come out here for a trip. So
nice. Do you consider yourself?
I wrapped up in a little bow with a little bow, tied it up with a little bow there for you too.
I liked it. I mean, that's spoken like a true president right there.
Yeah, thank you.
I was going to also ask, you feel like, are you a foodie at all? Do you have a good feel for the restaurant scene out there? Like where to send the group?
I do. Okay. We'll talk about it more as we get into it. But one of my gripes is the fact that where I'm having them stay, so obviously I'm Asian, I'm Filipino. I love Asian food and they are not close to the Convoy area where all of the great like Asian food is. And that's actually one thing I removed from my itinerary because I was just worried it was too far away for like a dinner. But after planning this, I've just realized people are going to have to take multiple trips to San Diego. Period.
I honestly think that the food was more tough than the golf in this scenario.
100%. 100%.
San Diego is not just because of also how so spread out it is, has so many good options for food. Like depending upon what you want. So it's very much like this is definitely going to be like a what I recommend if you have no preferences or anything, but I can see the fact of all of our food choices being wildly different across the board here. Like I don't think that there's going to be any overlap in food, where I think there's probably going to be a decent amount of overlap in golf courses.
Yeah. I can see that.
Maybe. And I only say that because I tried to make this as much of a, because obviously I don't know the type of guys coming out, right? So I tried to make this as much of a one size fits all sort of itinerary. So we may have food overlapping.
We'll see. Are you calling me the everyman? Are you saying that there's nothing?
Saying, like...
Oh, TJ, you're a pleaser through and through. Come on. TJ's the pleaser. He's a people pleaser. Which, to his credit, like he's a great organizer of events. He thinks of everyone.
Yeah, this is. I mean, I'm going to say that my list is a home run. Like it's going to be a smash hit. So
okay, well,
good
I'm
luck,
not ready
everyone.
to say that. Real quick, Noly, top 3 spots to eat on Convoy.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Yeah, since we know you're not going to it, let's hear what your spots are.
Okay, so one is gone. It's Teguki Korean barbecue. We actually used to know the owners there, but they were one of the first K barbecue spots. It was an awesome like party vibe too. One of the first places to bring those giant like beer towers like to your table. Like they were awesome. But they've since left. So I would say Nishiki ramen. The smoke bomb black ramen is like DJ's face.
No, I like that choice, but
no, I'm a Tajima guy in that area. Like that's my ramen spot if I'm in that area.
Yeah, it's hard, and ramen is really good. So in that area. So I will also say Inami, which makes Japanese tonkatsu. The pork tonkatsu, it's like the only place that I know of currently in San Diego that makes katsu Japan level.
Wow.
If you've ever been to Japan, you know that katsu here and katsu there is like night and day.
Do they do the curry on it or no?
They don't do curry, but that was going to be my next one is Koko Ichibanya. So Koko Ichibanya does curry katsu, all different types of curry. So yeah, those would be my 3. So Nishiki for ramen, Inami for katsu, and then Koko Ichibanya for curry. But that's leaving out a lot, and that's just Japanese food too. That's not even. There's like Korean spots there that I love. There's a lot.
Yeah. So now that you've told us that, no one should trust your list because you didn't send us to the best spots in Convoy.
way to neg him, Sean, into setting the guests up for failure going into the lists.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Let me. Thanks, I wanted to get one other like clarifying question before we kind of dive into this. Sure. Noly, and I don't even know the answer to this question. Noly, how long have you lived in San Diego for? To give a little bit more like social proof as to why people should trust your opinion going into this, how long have you been a resident?
Since 1990.
Okay. Solid. So a good amount of time. Sean, you are no longer a San Diego resident, but how long did you live in San Diego for?
6 years.
6 years, and a lot of time back and forth, as a lot of Phoenicians do.
Coming back next year.
Fingers crossed.
Ooh, all right.
Fingers crossed. We might get him back. There might be significantly more live pods in the future here for everyone. And then myself, I'm coming up on. I just crossed over like 4.5 years. But I mean, we pretty much vacationed in San Diego almost every summer as a kid. So spent a lot of time. Did long distance for 2 years before I moved. I was like a quasi-resident.
Yeah.
So I feel like I've got a decent amount under my belt.
I feel like we're good. Yeah.
I feel like we're pretty good here as quote unquote experts.
I actually thought you were only here for like 2 years or something like that.
It feels like sometimes it feels like it's only been that long, but I think I've only known you for 2 years. I've only played golf in San Diego for 2 years, is what it really is.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, without further ado, I mean, we already kind of talked about, how we kind of got into our list a little bit. Let's hear from our sponsor for today's episode, which is Clinch Golf.
This episode of Must Play is brought to you by Clinch Golf, a brand that we love and stand behind. Clinch Golf is reimagining the golf glove with cutting-edge performance materials that outlast and outperform leather gloves. Traditional gloves wear out fast, they lose their grip, and they can't handle the elements. Clinch's tactile gloves deliver all-season traction, they maintain their grip even when wet, and they're going to last twice as long. Plus, they're breathable, washable, and they're touchscreen friendly, so you can still check in on those parlays while you're out on the course. It's time to upgrade your golf game with the next generation of golf gloves. See the difference for yourself at clinchgolf.com and use promo code FAIRWAGERS for 10% off.
Okay, let's dive in. So the prompt was to come up with a San Diego golf trip for a group flying into town in March. We understand a lot of people around the U.S. are trying to escape the winter by that time, maybe planning some trips out west. I asked each of you to plan where they're staying, what courses they're playing, where to eat, and what to do. Our goal here is to basically help our listeners with a complete itinerary that they can use or steal from when they're planning their own trip. So Thursday to Sunday, and before we do, we're going to go in snake draft order, and we're going to see who goes first. We'll go day by day here so that we don't steal each other's thunder. So the first spin, showing up right now for those not watching, is, oh God, it's me.
Rigged. Rigged. Rigged.
All right. And second is between TJ and Noly. Let's
So
see.
now you want this last
Looking
one.
like TJ.
Oh,
Dang it.
It's TJ.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Fair.
All right, Noly. So that means you get back to back when we get to you over there, all right?
Okay.
So
You get to tell that nice little narrative. You get to
Yeah.
blend those days. That's why I don't
One
like that
day
middle
to the
pick.
next.
You don't get to blend anything together.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
All right.
All
You guys ready for my day one?
Let's hear
Ready.
it.
First off, let me have a sip of Guinness. I'm drinking a beer for this pod. This is just the right vibe, I feel like.
I should have grabbed one.
Oh, you can. You want to pause? We can just jump cut magically.
Nah,
to-
it's okay. It's all good.
Okay. All right. For my Scottsdale trip, I really focused on like the group. I don't know. I want to say like I didn't try and squeeze in too much golf when I did the Scottsdale pod, which I usually do. And Noly, you said it earlier. You're trying to be like you don't know what the group identifies with, so you're trying to come up with like something that will please everyone. I feel like I did that on the last one. So this trip is more so like if you left it to me, like what am I doing? And so spoiler, I'm gonna send this group to quite a bit of golf, and so that's my that's what I'm gonna lead with here.
All right.
So we're gonna say the group flies in by lunch, and I have the group. I personally am a fan of this. Hey, listen, there's groups out there, and you guys might do this that are gonna send them to go stay in the thick of it. PB, North Park, Ocean Beach, maybe somewhere around there. Nah, fuck that. I'm sending up to Encinitas.
Oh, that's too far. It's too far north.
No. And I'll tell you why. Spoiler again, almost all my golf is going to be somewhere close to Encinitas. All right. So, like, I have North County golf essentially in this itinerary. I love North County. I stay there whenever we come out. I just think if you're getting guys from around the US, they like to be close to the beach, maybe. They want that breeze. They want to take it all in. Close to amazing food, close to the 5 freeway, central to where I'm basically sending them. Okay. So we're going to send them to the Airbnb in Encinitas. I'm going to go ahead and say a handful of people, just go make a quick run to Moonlight Wine and Spirits, one of the coolest liquor stores in San Diego. Like awesome beer selection. They specialize in tequila. They have a lot of different tequila selections. Maybe grab some bourbon, canned cocktails. Just go stock up the Airbnb. You're going to want that for later. All right. And then you are just going to quickly change because it's day one, boys, and this is a golf trip. And I'm sending you guys over to Encinitas Ranch. Okay. It's only 5 minutes or so from the Airbnb. I've done this move. It like you just hop over the freeway and it's right there.
Yep.
There's a little place there called Fox Point Farms. Avoid that. We're not going to go there. Okay, that's where your money's going to get spent, and it's too trendy. Don't do it.
I don't want to steal thunder from Sean's story, but don't be lumped into the cool industrial building.
No,
Just go
don't get
play
suckered.
the golf instead.
Don't get suckered in. You're going to go straight to the course. Okay. Encinitas Ranch, nicknamed Easy Ranch, I think is one of the best courses to ease into the trip. Okay. This group is shaking off some rust, maybe from a couple guys who haven't played in a while. Maybe they're the ones that they dabble in golf, but they don't want to be left out. They have FOMO, so they're on the trip. This is the place to go, let it rip. And it's a full course. We've done this on Must Play before. We reviewed it with Bernadette, and it's got epic views. And I checked. So we're talking March. If I'm sending them out mid to late March, sunset's somewhere around 7 p.m. So I'm thinking you have like a 2:30 at the latest type tee time, because it can get a little slow in Encinitas Ranch. But this is a Thursday afternoon, so hopefully it's not too bad. So we're going to have them go play until sunset, stretch it out a bit on the range before they tee off if they need to get some rust off again. Take in all those sunset views, the breeze, etc. But the only downside to this course, I'm going to say, and we've covered this in an episode, not the spot to hang out at after, really. It's not the move, in my opinion.
No.
So after you're done golfing, get the hell out of there, get back to the Airbnb, drop the clubs off, change into whatever you're comfortable in, because tonight's all about literally just going out. It's day one. TJ and I on the Scottsdale pod talked about, don't make the mistake of going too hard on night one. Screw that. We're going hard on night one. I want you to stay out tonight, okay? But I'm not going to have you go anywhere crazy, because Encinitas has a bunch of really cool spots. Now, these spots might be geared towards, let's say, I don't know, older audience, or maybe affluent audience, or I don't know. It's just it's not downtown, and it's not Gaslamp, and it's not PB.
There's some 25 to 34-year-old spots in Encinitas for sure.
There's exactly the perfect spots.
Yeah.
Right. So this is a hot debate right now on Instagram, but I'm going to send people to the taco stand. Okay.
The Encinitas version.
The Encinitas taco stand.
Okay.
Al Pastor taco, maybe carne asada fries, the Cali burrito. You could debate what the best burrito tacos are. I'm not saying taco stand is the best in San Diego, but I'm saying for what it is, it's probably better than what you got home in Minnesota or Wisconsin or wherever you're coming from. It's good. It's really good. Okay?
Generally, Caucasian people from other states rave about the taco stand.
Slaps with the Caucasians.
Yeah, that's the easiest way that I can put it, is that unless you are going to go to one of the cities that is right above the border in San Diego, the taco stand is going to do great by all other standards for most people.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's not La Perla, it's not Alberto's, it's not just Milpas, but it's good. Okay, so taco stand.
Yeah,
you're gonna hit that. Then after you're done there, you're gonna walk only one block up to one of my other favorite spots, Modern Times. They have a Far West lounge right just a block north of Taco Stand. Obviously, but by the time you go in March, their beer list might change completely. But the standbys that I stand by are Orderville, Blazing World, Fortunate Islands, all good choices. Get a beer flight here. It's a little bit more laid back. It's not crazy. At this point, this is where it's probably close to 10 p.m. maybe. That's when they close, by the way. Pro tip. So this is where the group might split. Maybe some are hey, I want to get rested before the next day or whatever. But I recommend that those want to stay out, head down the street to First Street Bar, which is Encinitas' version of a dive bar, okay?
Yep.
Shuffleboard, pool table, football's on. It's Thursday night football. The jukebox.
In March? No, it's not.
Oh, shit, it's not. You're right.
No,
March
it's not.
Madness. That's round one of March Madness on TV. We're going to cut
Good
that.
quick pivot. Good pivot.
End of March, baseball season starting, maybe,
spring training.
Yeah, spring training, yeah.
No. Thursday night football replays.
The NBA season is in full swing. So is NHL. All right, come on.
First Street Bar. They have live music there sometimes on the weekends. I don't know about Thursdays, but the jukebox is there if you need it. They got golden tea in the corner. and they got well drinks here that are going to make your stomach hurt the next day. But don't worry about that. Go have fun. Close it down. They're open till like 1 or something like that. But go to First Street Bar, and you can hit some other spots. Beer Garden's right across the street too if you want more beer. But that's my night, is basically stay out till like 11 midnight and just enjoy yourself in Encinitas, a bit of North County. It's not your typical San Diego golf trip right now, and I don't care, but that's my perfect day one. Feedback, please.
Okay.
I'm not going to paint a story today. Proceeds to paint a full story.
That was not narrative style.
I mean,
that was pretty close.
That was just me selling it. Come on, guys.
That's fair, but if we want to keep this podcast into a reasonable amount of time, I might ask you to speed it up a little bit. What I will say on a positive note, much like many golf courses have a handshake opening hole, I do love the idea of a handshake course on a golf trip. I like the idea of being like, hey, we're not just going to kick your teeth in by going and playing the crossings or something like that, like right away. Encinitas Ranch is a great course that if you can get on and you can book properly.
That's a big caveat on everything, I feel like.
That's San Diego golf in general, right? Spoilers, we're all going to have Torrey on this list, and we all know that Torrey is going to be notoriously hard to book for any amount of guys. Whether it's a twosome, a foursome, an eightsome, whatever. I do like the idea, like I said, of the very easy opening course, vehemently against the idea of going out on the first night.
And Sean, there are similarities already. So, and you will see we are of like mind in some of these things.
Hell yeah!
Well, you're gonna have to wait your turn. Noly.
Let's go to you, TJ. I want to hear your day one.
All right, I am going to assume a lunchtime fly-in as well. I think with everybody these days, everyone takes off that full first day as a travel day, so everyone is too excited. You might as well just fly early in the morning and get to the destination as early as you can, especially because in all instances, you're flying west. You're going to gain some hours back. So not going all the way up to Encinitas, we're going to run a Twilight 9 at Coronado. We're not going to run you up the coast just yet. But I think this might be one of the easier ways that you can get on Coronado is sneaking in a 9 in the afternoon. Very hard notoriously to get on. We dinged it on the must play test. It was a must play. We did rate it as a must play, but it did not pass the Augusta test. It's notoriously hard to get on, but I think you can sneak a 9 on the back late in the evening. Still probably watch the sunset over the ocean. You're still going to get the ocean views, and like Sean talked about, very much a handshake course. Not a very difficult course by any standards. So it kind of eases everybody into the trip. It's not far. It's not super far from the airport. But for my trip, this is going to be the only time you stay south of the 8. Most people's time in a lot of San Diego is spent south of the 8. Mission Beach, Ocean Beach, Pacific Beach, downtown, Little Italy, all of these things, Gaslamp.
Mission Beach is north of the 8 for those who...
Is it technically?
Look at maps.
It's right on the 8.
Either way, I digress. Most people stay towards the southern part of the city.
The point stays.
Right?
The point stays.
Yeah. And most people stay towards the southern part of San Diego. And I think, hey, there's a lot more going on, especially golf course-wise, the more north that we go. So we're going to do this Twilight 9 Coronado, get everybody loose, get everybody in. We are staying in La Jolla for this trip. I think La Jolla is a little bit more centrally located to the rest of my planning that we'll talk about as we go on. And very much like Sean's trip, we're going to do dinner at the taco stand.
Oh my God.
If you go back and watch the clip, I had to put my hand over my face when you were saying the taco stand on Thursday night.
For those who don't know, we don't share our itineraries with each other until this pod. In Scottsdale pod, TJ and I had 3 of the 4 days that were essentially identical.
So taco stand in La Jolla. I think what this affords you, like Sean said, great Mexican food by most people's standards. Easy to go and get, affordable, and portable. So what this does is you can split the group up and you can have half the group go make a grocery run for the house once you get checked in and get all the booze, get all that stuff to get situated, get your snacks, get your Uncrustables. And then the other half can go pick up the food and then bring it back to the Airbnb. Or if you guys want to take it down to the beach and eat on the beach, it's a good base. Get you geared up for the next day. No going out this night. I did initially have a bar on here, and then I was like, no going out. It is my like, have as many like drink and get rowdy at the Airbnb. But when you're at an Airbnb, it usually keeps everybody contained and will like let people just pass out when they get too drunk, as opposed to feeling like they need to stay out and keep going. So
yeah,
I'll stop there since that's just a PM.
Noly, go ahead. You go first.
All right. Well, I'm going to start first by saying I think it's a challenge to have people stay in La Jolla, only because getting in and out is a part of it. But I like the thought because it's beautiful. I mean, La Jolla is a beautiful place, I would say. So I can't argue with the whole taco stand thing. Like, I can't argue with that because you guys are absolutely right? Like it's solid. Like, it's something that's solid. It's something that people aren't going to complain about. And like you said, if I'm coming from Milwaukee, like, I'm going to be like, this is phenomenal. Like, this is the most amazing, right? Like, so, yeah. And the Coronado 9-hole only, like, I like it, but I feel like it's such a tease.
It's tough because I want to do an 18, but I think it's too hard to get everybody out there for 18. I think if you press that time a little bit later and try and get a 3:30 and have or do that and then pay for the 18 and then try and get as many as you can in. Also, I think we haven't talked about prices at all. Twilight at Coronado's probably only like $50 because it's technically a city course by the city of Coronado, right? So it's super affordable to get on. So don't get me wrong. I batted back and forth between trying to force the 18, but I feel like too many people would say, oh, if I want to play 18, it's impossible to get. I had to book 9 anyway. So I'm just prefacing that for what to expect for people.
But here's another thing, though. It's a teaser. It'll make them want to come back to finish.
100%.
You know what I mean? Because it's a gorgeous course. I mean, the views, you're looking at the water practically on every single hole.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. I was going to say props on the Coronado piece because that makes me feel like I've landed in San Diego. I'm right on the water, on the bay.
Yeah.
You know, you're seeing the bridge and you're like, this is San Diego. This is nuts. And especially at sunset.
Yep.
The La Jolla, though, hard to get in and out. That I agree. Same thing. But, you know, it is cool to go walk around. I'm sure you might have something like that coming up. But yeah, overall, day one, like I would co-sign on that. I would go on that trip.
I would too. Yeah.
Okay. Appreciate that.
All right, Noah.
All right. So, like you guys, I was considering people coming in from the East Coast. So I figured guys weren't probably going to get in till about 1-ish. So noon, 1 o'clock. Like Sean, I think North County is the place to stay. So I'm having my guys stay in Carlsbad.
Oh, even further.
So when you said like it's too far, I was like, oh God. Further north. So I figure guys are coming in at different times. They're probably not going to be able to gather together till about 2:30ish, right? Once they're together, they're going to head straight to Goat Hill. Not for Thursday. Yes. Heading straight to Goat Hill. They're making a stop, however, and this is where I'm going to deviate from you guys in the taco stand. They're going to stop at Sinaloa, which is a taco shop just outside, just near where Goat Hill is. They're going to pick up fries. They're going to pick up, carne asada fries, tacos, burritos, whatever they want to grab if they're new to Mexican food. And by the way, people not from Southern California, or if you've never had carne asada fries before, be hungry. It's not like an order of like large fries from McDonald's. Like it's a flat fries. So they're going to take them, and they're not necessarily going to play around at Goat. They're going to warm up at the range. They're going to take their clubs and kick it at the range, because Goat has an amazing range with couches and tables. They can grab a few beers from the clubhouse, kick it. I'm thinking these guys haven't seen each other in a few months. This is their first time getting together. They're going to want to catch up, talk to each other. If there's like 8 dudes and you split them up in 2 groups, this is a chance not to do that, to get them to stay together and chat, talk, catch up, share the food and whatever and kick it. Now, if after a couple buckets, they run through a couple buckets and they want to play, they can, maybe get 9 holes in at Goat. But they keep it easy. They keep it chill. This is an easy way to get in. Goat, as you guys know, has amazing vibes, no dress code, friendly dogs running all over the place. Just a really good way to kind of kick off the weekend. And then they, if they're still hungry and they still want to kind of kick it and hang out, I'm along TJ's line of thinking where they don't go out and go too hard on day one. So we're just going to go to over to Windmill Food Hall if they're still hungry. Lots of great options there. Thai food, pho, pizza, burgers, and they have a bar. So if you still want to keep drinking, they got a bar there for you. But they shut down at 9. So at 9 o'clock, party's over. We go back to the Airbnb and we kick it, and that's day 1.
Love it.
That's great.
Go ahead, Sean.
Can I go first?
Yeah.
Goat Hill on day 1 was like on the draft I saved but copied over almost because of the dress thing. Like, you don't have to go get ready for golf. You can just literally step off the plane and go to Goat if you really wanted to.
Yeah, you don't have to like wear your golf clothes on the plane, or you don't have to change in a bathroom, or
all people welcome, and it's such a cool place. You said it, the vibe there. Like, this is, in my definition, this is the vibes. This is the place. And such a cool spot to hang out with everyone. Also, too, if some people are flying in late, like when you described it, in my mind, there was like that one buddy who shows up late, and there's already 7 of them on the range, and he's like, "Hey!" And they're all dapping up like right there. Like, that's Goat. That's where I want to be when that happens. I feel like,
And the range is lit too. So like at night, like they're not open super late, but late enough to where somebody comes in a little bit later, they can roll up exactly like you said. So.
Yeah. Go ahead, DJ.
Yeah. No, I obviously love Goat Hill. It's going to come up. That's a spoiler here for me, right? But yeah, I think it's a great golf course. I would say if you're going to play, it is the opposite of a handshake course to warm up. If I'm going to neg your list a little bit, it is a very difficult golf course, and I think visitors would be surprised at how difficult it is based upon looking at the scorecard, seeing a handful of par 4s, 1 par 5, 5,400 yards, and it's 5,400 yards that'll kick you right in the teeth. Just square in the teeth, not warn you or anything like that. So it's a little difficult, but the guys who are true golf sickos, the half of the group that's really driving the trip forward on it being a golf trip, are going to love Goat Hill.
Yeah. But that's why I said go there for the range, right?
Exactly. You don't have to play.
Yeah, you don't have to play, because what if some of these guys haven't played, like you said, like what if they haven't played in months or whatever?
There's also like good sized putting green, 2 of them. The little playground with the 3 holes that you can it's a little pitch and putt that if you go down there, throw a buck in, you and your buddies can take some beers down there and, do some dollar bets or play some closest to pin. It's a good, the range aspect of it is the handshake, I guess,
The range aspect was the handshake I was thinking about. Because watching your the episode you sent me, Sean, was talking about like too much golf, too much, like squeezing in too much golf, and I thought about that, and literally, like, if I'm flying in from Florida or if I'm flying in from New York and I get here, I'm probably going to be exhausted. The last thing I'm probably going to want to do is actually play a full 18. You know what I mean? And so that's what I thought about. Like, okay, Goat, like hitting the range at Goat at a chill place like that, I was like, okay, that's doable. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, lead us into your day 2 now. I want to feel like
your
right.
Friday.
Whole story here. Yeah.
So, one of the other reasons that I like Carlsbad a lot is because it has a great coffee scene. There's, Steady State. There's Lofty Coffee, Bump Coffee. So these guys are on vacation. They're not doing early tea times, but if guys do get up early, there are coffee spots to go grab some pastries, grab some coffee, bring coffee back for the guys back at the Airbnb.
Yeah.
Now, I have a question for you. Am I allowed to have options, or do I have to pick one?
It depends. Are you going to tell the group to split and do that, or are you going to say you have two options and you get to choose?
No, it's more like, here is my high-end option, and here is my budget.
Oh, no, I'm going to need you to stick to one here.
I was going to say, stick to one.
Okay. If I have to pick one, because I do have options. If I have to pick one on day 2, after chilling at the Airbnb, drinking your coffee at about 11 o'clock, you're going to head to Aviara.
I was going to spell it out, eh?
So, Aviara, 5-star resort, Arnold Palmer designed, beautiful course, always in great shape, and please do not sleep on their cookies. The cookies that you grab on the way to the first tee or at the turn, I've been known to grab maybe a handful a couple times.
Surreal was telling us about the cookies on the last pod.
They're good. They're good cookies. But just, LPGA used to host the Kia Classic there. So I've been there to watch, and I've played it a couple times. It's a beautiful course. Tee times there, prime time will run you about $305 with cart. So it's not your everyday course. Twilight there is $235. But if I had to pick and eliminate my other option, it's this one for sure. So you play Aviara, you're done probably around 5-ish. Head back to your spot in Carlsbad, and then you get ready to head downtown. Now is the time to party. We are now at 7 p.m. getting down to Gaslamp. We're going to go have dinner at one of my favorite places, Water Grill. I love the seafood tower that they have at Water Grill. My wife and I will kill that. Just to
order a few for the group.
Yeah, order a few for the group. And then after that, it's up to what the guys want to do. Altitude, barley mash, gosh, whatever.
The options are endless down there.
Altitude's the rooftop bar by Petco, right?
Yeah. Yes. Okay. And then I will deviate once again from you guys, because guys are probably going to get hungry. The seafood is still not enough for them. So they're going to stop at Tacos El Gordo. Not the taco stand. You're downtown, Tacos El Gordo. I actually had a buddy come in from New York and had Tacos El Gordo for the first time and damn near had an orgasm. He was like, what is this? And I was like, dude, you're from New York. They have amazing food in New York. Like, really? But he was like, this is phenomenal. So, guys hang out, party, chill till about, like, say 1-2 o'clock and head back to the Airbnb to close it out. So that's day 2.
TJ, go ahead.
Yeah. Love the Aviara choice. I went back and forth on having Aviara on mine. I won't reveal any spoilers on whether or not it makes my list or not, but it was it was touch and go, because I think for me, I feel like if I have played it, I could probably help justify the cost in my brain. But for the overall planning of my trip, I think it was a little pricey of what I was potentially asking people to do, but I have heard nothing but good things about it. Anytime we ask people what courses they want to see us review on Must Play, Aviara always comes up. Neither Sean nor I have played it. I know whenever Sean either plans his next San Diego trip or fingers crossed when he moves, it is on the immediate top of the list of courses for us to go play so that we can review it. Because I think we want to give that full perspective, and we've only heard so many good things, so we really do want to put it to the test. So I love that. Obviously, appreciate your tip of the cap to letting the boys go out on the second night. I think that's let them. You caged all the animals the first night, and then you let them out on Friday. So I appreciate that, and I will, as much as I do speak towards my taco stand pick, that was more so out of convenience to my location of the Airbnb.
El Gordo beats taco stand.
El Gordo beats taco stand for sure.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is, I feel like I would be a bad San Diegan if I didn't at least get them a solid. And that's also why I had Sinaloa in the beginning, right? Like, because I want them to really, like, for anyone watching this, if you're not from San Diego, at least go to some place with Birdos in the name. Like,
yes.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, not taco stand, like we said, is solid. Like, that's not a bad choice if that's what you got near you, for sure. But I wanted to make sure they got legit, like, solid, legit Mexican food while they're here.
So you have 2 nights of Mexican food. I mean, you had Water Girl for your main dinner, right? But
yeah, and this is more like I'm still hungry.
Late night.
Late night.
Yeah. I was just going to comment about El Gordo as well. And altitude and that kind of stuff. It'd be cool to see Pecco. Maybe there's like a concert or event going on Friday night or something, you could see in. Yeah, I like that. And also going down to Gaslamp, like, I don't have anyone going down there in my trip, but there's going to be guys that are curious. They're like, why are we not going? Like, we're not doing that this week. You're going to have some people complain if you're not,
And I almost kept it off. But that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, guys are going to come here and they're going to want to go to Gaslamp.
Yeah.
And I was like, I got to squeeze it in somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, the March caveat was a little tough on this because I really wanted to put a Padres game.
Yeah.
So bad. And like, but I was like, you can't, like, on March, there's a world in which if you go at the tail end of March, there might be those last few spring training games that do get played at the actual stadium that they play in and not in Arizona. But you can't bank on it. So it's like, but if for some reason you are not planning a March trip and you can go see the Padres, then go and do the Padres game, go out to Gaslamp after. Like, that should overrule like any of our Friday or Saturday night plans if you can go to a Padres game at Petco. Like, I will vouch for that up and down before we even get into our plans.
100%. I agree with that totally.
All right, let's hear your day 2, TJ.
All right. So day 2, we are nice and rested because we did not go out the night before.
Okay, narrator.
And we are going to do not too early because everybody might still be a little bit jet lagged, but we are going to go inland from La Jolla and we're going to go play Iteneraries in Poway. I honestly waffled back and forth between Iteneraries and Aviar. Iteneraries is like a $200-ish course around that time of year versus the $300 that Aviar was, and I think I went with a little bit more of a budget friendlier, not low cost, but budget friendlier option. 9 a.m. tee time. There's going to be a little less traffic over at this course just because it is more inland. It's not coastal, and honestly, hand up, I have not played at Iteneraries, but I've only also ever heard great things about Iteneraries. I've heard good things about the routing. I've heard good things about like how good of like the actual like layouts of all the holes are and how much of an actual like test of your golf game it can be. So since we got a handshake the night before, we can go play Iteneraries on the way. What I would say is that morning for breakfast, if you have guys who need to do breakfast, you can eat whatever you can on the road, pick up coffee in La Jolla. If you want somewhere to stop that is somewhat on the way, this is going to be one of my little hidden gems here. I believe it's O'Brien's in Poway is a cafe that does incredible pastries. So for the Sean Massey in your group who loves just a breakfast pastry and a coffee, this is going to be your stop. It's gonna add on an extra 10, 15 onto the trip because it's in Poway, but it's not on your normal routing. So you got to go a little bit more inland, and then you're going to stay off the freeway once you're in Poway. But also has breakfast sandwiches and a burrito on the menu. You can probably grab one of those to go. But just that's going to be my rec there. Once we are done at Medeiros, we are going to go north. We're going to go to Goat Hill. We're going to do mandatory golf Friday.
36?
We're doing 36 on Friday.
Woo! Wow. Okay.
So what the plan here is for lunch after you finish Medeiros, if you want to do like a late lunch at Goat, the hot dogs at the Goat are the Goat. Probably the best on-course hot dog I've had to date. So I will vouch for that. You're going to sneak in there. You're going to grab a broad, grab whatever you like. We spoke ad nauseum. Super vibey course. Just a great way. The vibes at Goat Hill on a Friday afternoon of all of the people who cut out of work early, who are wearing their T-shirt from work. Like, it is the true definition of San Diego beach golf that you would expect. And
Easy.
What's that?
Nothing.
I actually didn't hear what you said. That was an actual question.
I'm not going to repeat it.
So either way, you're going to do the 18 there. And then on the way back from Oceanside, coming down the 5, we're going to stop in Carlsbad for dinner. And we're going to do Pizza Port in Carlsbad.
You fuck.
Sean, there's a reason we do a podcast together. So Pizza Port, I wouldn't say the pizza is like knock your socks off great pizza, but this is the boys played 36 today. We need something that is an easy decision for dinner. Pizza, wings, garlic bread, beers with the boys, everybody sitting around like a picnic table, just enjoying themselves, talking about the day, because chances are, the guys at the front of the group didn't play with the other guys, so they don't know how that round went. And then they maybe got split up for the afternoon still. So you're just trying to get everybody recounting the day, telling the stories. A good place to do that that's not like a full-blown like restaurant that you need to go sit down at and have a reservation at either. You can just walk in. So it makes it a lot easier. Great way to close out the day, tell all the stories. We're still not going out on Friday. You guys just played 36. We just had pizza and beers for dinner. Go back to the Airbnb, get some rest.
Wait, which Pizza Port are you sending them to, first off?
Carlsbad, not
Carlsbad. Okay.
Yeah.
Are they taking their clubs?
I mean, I think you can leave your clubs in the car in Carlsbad. I think you're okay.
Oh, they're driving?
I mean, we didn't specify whether you have a rental or an Airbnb or a rental car in this at all.
I'd love for you to specify.
Well, then, I mean, I guess at this point, if we've driven to Medeiros and all of this, you have a car. you
okay? So there's a dude that's
right in a car.
There's a dude that's DD here that's driving the group around to these spots. Okay.
Yeah. Or you're balling and you've rented a van for the weekend. Yeah.
Okay. Thoughts. Obviously, yeah. I was worried this pod that we were going to have a lot of overlap once again, and so I tried to zig where I zag, and I thought, okay, where's TJ going to go? Where's he not going to go? And what's like undeniably like, even if we do have it, we're both going to have it. Like we have to have it, kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
So Pizza Port is not on my list, but it was on my list the entire time, and then I took it off thinking, is TJ going to go to Pizza Port? Yeah, he might go to Pizza Port. I don't want to be that guy, and I took it off. So I'm happy I did, but I'm jealous that you said it because now it's like you had the itinerary with Pizza Port and Goat Hill.
It's my point. Like
it's your point, yeah. And I want Goat and Pizza Port. But yeah, mandatory golf Fridays at Goat, awesome. Like such a cool vibe, and what a spot to hang out. But yeah, go ahead, Noly.
I was just going to say I had Pizza Port on too, and I had to take it off just because there's so much other stuff.
There is a ton.
Yeah. I have to say I'm shocked you went from La Jolla to Medeiros in Poway.
To Oceanside to Carlsbad to La Jolla.
We have a rental car.
But Madeiras is an awesome choice.
Madeiras is the other one besides Aviara that everyone is like, I need you guys to rate this. I need to hear your thoughts on
it. So I've played Madeira. I actually live down the street from Madeiras. It's a beautiful course. It's I think of it almost like a high-end Carlsbad Crossings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's kind of what I think of it as, and it's you definitely have to play it, Sean. When you get out here, you got to play it.
I've played it. I've played Madeiras.
We have played it.
Oh, yeah, okay. I loved it.
Yeah, I did a great course. But yeah, I mean, I'm still thinking about La Jolla and it's O'Brien's Boulangerie.
Is it O'Brien's? Okay, I'm never sure because of the E in there.
Yeah.
And it's so Sean, when you go there, it's like in a business park area, right? Like,
I mean, most good places in San Diego are those weird business parks.
It's kind of weird. Like, it's in a business park, but pastries are phenomenal. Like, they're so good. Croissants are really good there. Like, it's just kind of, it's out of the way and it's kind of weird, but the food is so good.
I found out about them through like one of the coffee shops near me, like sources all their pastries from them. So I was like, they had a Queenamon one day, and I was like, yo, where'd you guys get a Queenamon from? Like, and they're like, oh, we get them from O'Brien's, and I was like, oh, no shit, like that's cool. And then I was like, oh, this isn't even that far from us. So then we went. And I was like, oh yeah, this is the spot.
What did you say, Queenamon?
A Queenamon?
What's that?
It's kind of like a Danish, but it's almost made like it almost like folds up in itself. You've definitely seen one.
Oh yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah, it ends up being like a little cup, and the top ends of the pastry kind of fold in on themselves, Danish style. Yeah. So they've usually got like kind of like a little filling in the top that goes kind of down into the cup.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Baking. I feel so crazy for knowing that.
I mean, yeah, it's same thing. It was not a word that was in my lexicon until the last like 3 years with my fiance who loves to bake. Sorry, my wife. Jesus.
If I'm judging by your background, Noly, you're pretty bougie. So
listeners at home, Noly is running I would say maybe it might be a green screen. I don't know, but it's a very, very nice interior living room of a home.
It's my house. This is my house.
It's his house. It's his house.
It's a picture. It's a green screen of my house.
The house is a little messy, so I have this nice photo of it from Zillow.
It's from the listing. All right.
Okay. Sean, let's hear my Friday and your Saturday.
Yeah, day 2 and 3. I can already tell we would all be friends on the same golf trip. Like, we have a lot of overlap here. Okay, so my Friday, remember, they went out last night, okay? So we're taking it slow this morning. We're going to grab coffee and pastries, and I'm just recommending Better Buzz. It's simple. It's universal. It's a step above Starbucks and everything else, in my opinion, but it's not like your like super local cafe that's going to be super hipster. So it's easy to get in and out of. Great breakfast sandwich there. Get the Better breakfast sandwich. It's got like bacon, egg, cheese, arugula. It's really, really good. And just recover slowly at the Airbnb. Take your time. Okay, around noon, they're going to head over to, drumroll please, Goat Hill.
Shocking. I, for one, am shocked.
For one. Oh, God. I mean, we could go fast through this. TJ said it all. I don't know if did you say the mandatory Golf Friday skins game, TJ?
I did not say the skins game. No, I did not mention that. So
put $20 into the skins game, or actually it might be 35. I don't remember which, but you have to tee off between 1 and 3 to play in the skins game. So I highly recommend you join the skins game. There's money in the pot for, I think 50% goes to the lowest score. And then there's like an ace pot as well and a few other things. But pure vibe factory, like we all talked about at Go. We all talked about it. But I just want to kind of say the other thing too is, for those who don't know, dogs are running around. It's very casual. Like, it's the place to be on a Friday afternoon. We've done this with AZ, and we did it on a MGF day as well. And it was such a cool hangout spot. Like, I didn't want to leave. So
yeah.
Goat Hill Friday.
Which
That's the
which
move.
you don't have to. If you want to go have beers, if you want to do what Noly did on Thursday after your round, you can just stay at the golf course and grab a bucket of balls. And I mean, there's more guys who just sit and drink beers on the patio at Goat Hill.
Yes,
at night.
If it's chilly in March, they got the fire pit going too, and like it's so cool, man. So then after that, I'm actually going to have them go back to their Airbnb, drop their clubs off, and hang out. And they're not going out this night because they went out on night one. So similar to TJ, but not pizza port. I'm going to say order pizza, deliver or pick up from Best Pizza and Brew in Cardiff. It's got really, really good slices, really good pizza. I think the pizza here is better than Pizza Port, and the beer selection is not as good as Pizza Port. But if you have gone to the liquor store and stocked the Airbnb, listening to me on day one, you're set. You're good to go. Bring back pizza, and hopefully this is Friday night during March Madness. You'll catch round one, day two on TV. You're taking it easy. It's good to go.
I'm sorry. I'm dying. I'm dying that you're now leaning into this March Madness thing.
100%. It's not on my list, but it is not on your list.
Yes.
That's a good salesman. You just pivot, baby.
Mm-hmm. Take whatever the audience gives you and roll with it.
Yeah. I don't know if there's much feedback on my day two because pretty much we've all talked.
I was expecting more things out of you.
Well, I got day three coming up. All right. So.
Yeah, but I was expecting a full day, not a have a lazy breakfast at the Airbnb and then have a lazy dinner at the Airbnb.
No, we went hard day one, and my itinerary is alternating. Okay, so you don't go ice bath 2 days in a row. You do hot then cold, then hot then cold, right?
Ice bath every day.
Yeah, that's a clip for you right there.
I was surprised by the Best Pizza and Beer because I don't naturally think of them like when I think of like San Diego like pizza spots or like, but that's a good call. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like an SEO dream name business that's just like exact match keyword. Someone searching for best pizza and beer, right? Okay.
Yeah. Who has the best? Yeah. Who has the best pizza in San Diego?
Yeah,
it's the best
pizza and beer, of course.
Sean, I think Noly. Do you have anything else on his Friday?
No, I like it. I mean, it is a little chill. It's a little light for what I thought you would do on the second day. But you're right, man. I mean, they're covering after day one of going hard, so I could see that. So,
all right,
not bad.
Sean, let's hear Saturday, day 3.
All right, day 3. Let me get ready for this one.
Oh God, he's got an outfit.
You never wear the shirt of the band you're going to see.
We are wearing the Torrey Pines Q-zip, folks. For those who aren't watching,
shocking. Right. It's navy. I don't know if you guys have picked up on it. I don't know if watchers at home yet have picked up on Sean Massey's love of navy, but I'm going to point it out on this pod and hope that we can continue to just really lean into it.
Guys, I'm a really predictable human being, all right? TJ pegged me already for coffee and pastries, and guess what we're doing on Saturday? All right, Saturday morning, we are going to go grab some coffee at Bird Rock in Encinitas, nice. One of my favorite coffee spots. Right next door, same parking lot, is Broad Street Donuts, or Broad Street Dough, I think they're called. Listen, if you're not a donut guy, don't get a donut. They got pastries at Bird Rock. They got breakfast on the main 101 right there in Encinitas. There's a million spots you could go hit, but I grab my coffee. I grab my donuts. Me and my kid are so happy when we do this on our Encinitas trips. But you're a boot guys. Who's going to say no? Okay. And then after that, we're going to go head to, spoiler, Torrey Pines, baby. We're going to Torrey. Now, which course are we playing? I recommend Torrey North. Okay. Save a few bucks. Go play Torrey North. South is obviously iconic. You're going to go see all the holes you see on TV. But Torrey North has arguably the same, if not better, views of the ocean from the back 9 and parts of the front. It's the same type of experience, and you get to kind of basically play a very similar routing in some plates. There's a couple holes that go zigzag back and forth that get a little boring in the front 9 there. but it's insanely beautiful. It's so much fun. If you're there before you tee off and you're still hungry, you can go grab some breakfast from the lodge real quick. I recommend popping into the bar and grabbing a drink, a cocktail, or a beer or something from the lodge at Torrey. We've talked a million times on this pod about my love for the lodge at Torrey. It's where I want to be laid to rest. It's like my favorite place in the world, man. Like, spent some time there before, but we're definitely going to hit it after. So after you play Torrey North post round, I'm recommending you go have a late lunch at this point at the lodge. I recommend the burger. I think the burgers at the lodge is probably one of the better things to have, although they do have a really good menu. I always gravitate back to it. And then this is where, like, you're probably knowing what you're about to do tonight on my day 3. You're pre-gaming a little bit, so you're going to go grab a couple more beers from the bar at the lodge, keep your putters holstered, and you're going to go walk across to the putting green right next to the lodge, and we're going to go start placing some bets. We're going to go, all right, man, cross country on this putting green. Let's see how close you can get to this tee or whatever, because they don't have holes in there usually. And, let's start making alliances. Let's see who's got it in them. Let's start putting $5 or something like that. But my favorite part of the whole experience really is like the post round scene with good food, good beer, good times. And then you've got this like putting green. All right. So we just played Torrey and we're going back to the Airbnb. You're going to drop your stuff off. You're going to shower. You're going to change. I want you to get ready because there's a bus that's going to pick us up. We're going on the San Diego Brew Tour.
What time is this bus picking you up at?
This bus is going to pick us up somewhere around 5 p.m. Okay.
Oh,
and this bus is going to hit 3 breweries with a meal at one of the stops, and it's going to run you only $159 per person, and that includes your tastings, your food, a guided tour of one of the 3 breweries, and round trip transportation to your Airbnb. No one's got to drive; it's going to pick you up at the door. Okay.
Are you going to tell us 3 breweries?
You get to dictate which 3. They have little zones, okay? And from Encinitas, I'm recommending you go towards the Miramar, Serena Mesa, that area.
Yeah.
So we're going to hit Fall Brewing. We're going to hit AleSmith. And then I think for the food portion, Karl Strauss, if it's open in that little hidden valley part of Serena Mesa right there.
Okay.
They got like a little water feature. It's like a Zen garden. The food there is really, really good. You have some great beer, but I think Karl, AleSmith, and Fall are probably the 3 to hit in that zone.
I was secretly hoping that you were going to say Ballast Point.
No, because I know they're about to close that location.
They're about to close. I was really
don't gotcha me here.
I mean, half of this pod is not just building up yours; it's negging everyone else's, right?
Yeah, you're right. I think isn't Athletic Brewing the NA one taking over like the?
I'm not sure because someone was supposed to take over. They were closing the brewery part of it, like the actual brewing facility that was back there. But now they're officially closing all of it. So
okay. So that's my day 3. You're going out last night with a bang. You're doing a brew tour. You're probably gonna have too much, but don't worry, you're getting dropped off at the house.
Yep.
Thoughts?
I mean, once we all got through Fridays, no one saying Torrey Pines, I knew what was going to come. I was like, okay, here's what's going to happen here. So it's just not a matter of if, but a matter of when. I love the brewery tour. I think we've done this on 2 different bachelor parties that we've done in San Diego.
Yeah.
And had a great time. An all-time moment, Sean, I'll tell the story here. On, I think it was our friend Rob's bachelor party, and I am in AleSmith on Sean's list, and they have a Tony Gwynn Memorial in AleSmith. AleSmith famously makes 394, the beer named after Padres legend and his batting average. And they have the Tony Gwynn Memorial, and I'm sitting here. Tony Gwynn was one of my favorite players growing up as a kid. And we're in the memorial, and we're in the room, and at this point, I don't know that it's a memorial, is what I'm saying. I'm looking around, and I'm going, man, how come all this stuff is in here and not like in Tony Gwynn's house? Like, why doesn't he have all this stuff in his house? And obviously we're on a brewery tour. So we, and it's the afternoon. I had been drinking all day. I think we'd already gone to 1 or 2 other breweries. At this point.
Yeah.
I think this was the last brewery on the tour. And Sean and our buddy Jeff look at me and they're like, dude, Tony Gwynn's dead. And it was one of those things that I knew that I knew it, but I had forgotten it in like how drunk I was. So I like almost relived the idea that one of my favorite baseball players growing up was dead.
Yeah. I had to break the news to him that Tony Gwynn had died.
And like I had to like there was a bench in the room. I had to like sit down and be like depressed on this bench for a second. Because I forgot that Tony Gwynn had passed. So yeah, hand up. I'll tell that story all day. I think it's an all-time funny story for us. It's a really good story of just being and then yeah. So no, love the pairing here. Obviously, I think this is a day where you can get pretty rowdy. But like you said, you were like you recognize that also in being like, look, once you're done with this brewery tour, you're probably just everyone's gonna want to go back to the Airbnb. There's a few guys who still want to drink. They can drink at the place. You guys have enough to drink there. But you have done your fair share of getting taken care of it. Also, let's be a little bit responsible. Let's try and make sure we get everybody back to the Airbnb because everyone's got to leave and got flights the next day. So let's make sure we bus everybody home properly.
Yes.
No, I like it. I like it a lot. I like the brewery tour. Not something I thought of adding to the itinerary. So that was actually a really good ad. And yeah, I'm waiting to see what TJ says.
Yeah, I want to hear your day too, TJ.
All right.
No,
so
are you on 2 or 3?
We're on 3.
I'm on 3. We're on Saturday. We're on Saturday. All right. So to no one's surprise, Saturday morning we are kicking off with the full Torrey Pines experience. A little bit different. Not full Torrey Pines experience, but we're going to do breakfast at the lodge for those who want it. At this point, you have already played 3 rounds of golf, so you don't necessarily need to go and get to Torrey early to hit balls, chip, putt, warm up. You're obviously going to roll a few before the round, but the lodge at Torrey Pines opens up at 6:30 for breakfast. So we've got an 8 a.m. tee time. This is going to be $300 for non-residents. This is the tough one, and this is part of the reason why I moved away from Aviara was because Torrey's a $300 round. I felt a little weird giving somebody else another $300 round that in your brain as someone traveling in, $300 makes sense for Torrey Pines. And then you're probably like, well, why is there another $300 round when Torrey Pines is $300? So also saving money on merch. If you're going to go to Torrey, you're probably going to spend $150, $200 on merch.
Easy.
I was there this past Sunday and probably bought $150 worth of stuff, and I live here. Like, you know, I got
melon hat is like $100 there.
No, it's 80.
There was $100 melon hat I pulled up when it was the all black one.
Well, I bought a melon hat on Sunday and it was 80. So
congrats on dropping their prices for it.
Either way, I digress. It's a good time. It's nice because you get out there, you get the nice marine layer, and fingers crossed as you play throughout the round, that marine layer kind of burns off. The sun comes out, and you're like, "Oh, this is great." You're gonna love it. It's very San Diego. I won't go on, but maybe you've noticed a theme here. Another one of our must play courses that has passed the test. So for lunch, like I said, we've already done breakfast at the lodge, or if people got there and kind of just maybe had a bloody or whatever, people are going to be hungry. And Torrey, not necessarily known for their food options while they're out on the golf course. We're going to do lunch at my favorite seafood place in San Diego, which is going to be Sea Surf in Del Mar. It is kind of a fast, casual seafood place. Probably my favorite poke. A nice selection of oysters, fish tacos, and has a good draft beer selection. Not as much as your pizza ports or your best pizzas, but I think for a fast casual seafood place, having 8 beers on the draft beer rotation is pretty good, and a ton more in cans. So that's going to be my little insider's tip on where to go grab lunch. Super quick and easy as well, because we're going to keep going up the 5. We're playing 18 again. We went golf heavy on this trip.
Holy shit.
You're here. You're here. Let's play some golf. This is a golf trip.
Capital G.
So we're gonna have an afternoon crossings at Carlsbad tea time.
Tory to Crossings.
Tory to Crossings, again, another must-play golf course that we have certified as a must-play. A difficult golf course, but again, you're going to get that same kind of vibe as Medeiros. You might get a little bit of overlap here on what it kind of feels like. It's going to be a little bit easier, but there's a lot of cool views here on this golf course, a lot of different holes and layouts that you're not used to seeing, some cool elevation changes, a mile-and-a-half long bridge that takes 15 minutes to drive between holes. And chances are, if this is how you close out the day, you're still going to get to see the sunset over the Pacific from this golf course. For dinner, we're obviously coming back down the 5. We're going to stop in Del Mar. We have the car to leave the golf clubs in, so we don't have to go all the way back to the Airbnb. We're going to do dinner at Tamarindo in Del Mar, which is a Mexican restaurant. Phenomenal. They have like a tamarindo margarita that is incredible. They have elote corn like ribs that are bomb as an appetizer, and their short rib is phenomenal. If you know me, I'm a sucker for short rib. I don't know if I've ever said that on the podcast, so I don't know if you actually know that. You got to kind of know me personally.
You did on the Masters pod on your short rib.
I did.
Yeah.
What a callback from Massey. Wow. Guy's got a
not me listening to our pod over and over again.
Guy's got a visual index in his brain of every word said on a must play podcast. That's incredible. So that's what you're going to do for dinner. It's Saturday. It's your last night. If you want to go out, Monarch Ocean Pub just upstairs above is going to be the spot to go out at. The patio up there is an absolute vibe. Sadly, you have not made it there for the sunset toast every night at sunset. They shut down all the music and they do a toast where one of the servers does like a little like poem or sonnet talking about everything, which is really cool. But it's a great patio scene, great drinks. It's going to be lively. If Sean's Encinitas crowd that goes out is a little bit older, then this Del Mar crowd, I guess, is going to be geriatric compared to that. So you're not going to necessarily be, if you have guys who are single, I hope they like cougars if you're going out to Monarch.
Nothing wrong with
that. That's where I would close out that night for the guys who do want to go out, and obviously the group can somewhat divert here for that.
Okay.
Thoughts?
36-36. I never thought I'd see it out of TJ. I mean, that's aggressive.
I'm in full blown golf sicko mode right now, where like
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. I mean, me.
I would be so exhausted though.
Dude, Crossings as the last one of the 36-36 too.
Well, Tory and Crossings on the same day.
I know.
Yeah. I don't think I mentioned it, but get a cart at every course that you play.
I mean,
on my trip at least.
Walk Crossings. You can't walk it.
You can't walk Crossings, but like don't try and walk Tory. Also, I did not note it. I actually said play Tory South.
Okay.
I agree with your sentiment on North. I played North this past week. I was like, yeah, I want to play North. I think I like North better. I think the par 3 over the ocean's a better view. I think 16 that goes up the coast versus 4 is a better hole and a better view. Like I agree with all your sentiments, but I think when people come and they want to play Torrey Pines, what everybody really wants to do is try and hit the tiger shot on 18.
The putt.
The putt and the shot over the water.
Oh, the shot too.
Spoiler: if you have not listened to our Torrey Pines episode, I think was Torrey Pines the initial pilot, or was Dobson the first episode that we ever did?
Dobson was number 1. Yeah,
Dobson was number 1. You're right. Torrey was the second episode we ever did. If you've not listened to that, the lake on or pond on 18 at Torrey Pines South is much smaller than it looks on TV. But I still think it's a cool thing to do, to try and hit the shot over the water.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
You got a lot of driving on your days. I'll just say that. There's like La Jolla being isolated, then like 36 between courses, and then there's eating at different restaurants. You're going to Del Mar for lunch, up to Carlsbad, back to Del Mar for dinner, then over to La Jolla for their Airbnb.
Well, you've got to come back down to go back to the Airbnb.
Yeah.
We're stopping in Del Mar on the way back. You've got to.
Noly, back me up here. I'm not.
You guys can chastise the Friday. The Friday is fine. This is a straight line up and down the 5. Like,
yeah, but I'm with Sean. You're still driving from La Jolla to Carlsbad.
A lot of driving.
I mean, you're stopping in Del Mar, which is that's not so bad. But I mean, La Jolla to Del Mar is one thing. Maybe it's not so bad. Maybe it's not.
If it's easy to get out of, then it's not a problem, right? It just depends. I definitely, in hindsight, what's funny is I initially had like Del Mar, Torrey Pines area as my place to stay, and then I flipped it to La Jolla just as like a nicer place to stay. Because also I feel like I almost did like Solana too.
Same.
And I was like, that's whatever. I feel like the way that I laid out the courses anyway, there's still the same amount of driving, so the Airbnb didn't matter as much.
All right, well, let's hear the rest of your trip, Noel. You got day 3 and 4. Wrap us up on your trip.
So last night the guys went out partying until like 2 a.m. in the gas lamp, so we're not starting early. Still allowing guys to go out and grab coffee again in the morning. Same places, same offerings, right? Lofty, Bump, etc., etc. But at 10:30, it's time to depart for, drum roll please, Torrey Pines.
Bingo.
And I'm going to go with TJ here and say we're going to play south because exactly to his point, when people come to San Diego, they think Torrey Pines and they think Torrey South. So yes, I have Aviara on the list already, but I also had another option. Maybe I should have gone with the other option. But I also think if you're going to come out and you're going to play, you're going to have a golf trip, you're going to pay for it. Like you're just going to, you're ready for it. So
fair. You budgeted for this. The cost is
you've budgeted for $200-$300 courses.
That little guy wouldn't worry about that though.
Yeah. So you tee off at about 11:30, 12 o'clock. You play your round. After the round, you extend your Torrey experience and you have your meal at the grill at Torrey Pines.
Yep.
And you have the drugstore burger.
That's incredible.
That's why you made that face when I said it.
Yeah, when you said it, I was like,
I was like, does he hate the burger option? Or does
No, the burger is the best option on the menu for sure.
The burger is good. The only thing I don't like about it is it's now like $30.
Yeah,
like a $30 burger. But it's, as I just mentioned, you budgeted for this. This is part of you're paying for the experience.
Oh, food cost is like the least of my concerns on these types of trips. Like,
exactly. You're sitting on the patio, you're watching the guys finishing up, watching the sunset probably now over at Torrey. And then you wrap things up. We head back to Carlsbad. Everybody gets ready for dinner and they head over to Tanner's Prime Burgers.
Ooh.
And they have, it's just chill. There's going to be a line, guys. If you've never been to Tanner's, there's always a line. And it's some really good smash burgers. Shakes are good there too. And you kick it and you talk about your day at Torrey and how, you watch that beautiful sunset or whatever you romantic dudes talk about during your trip. And then afterwards, you head back to Carlsbad Village and you brewery hop. You go to Bergen, you go to Pizza Port, you go to Pier Project, and you finish the night doing that. And then you head back to the Airbnb and you call it a night. That's my Saturday.
That's
a great day. My only caveat or my only qualm is burger, lunch and dinner.
I'm a burger guy, so I have no problem with that.
Double burger is an issue. I hope you don't have any vegetarians on your trip, or else you are boned.
That's true. But they're
otherwise a perfect day. Like I love it.
But at the grill, they don't have to get the drugstore burger.
True.
Yep, you're right.
Could get something else.
There's plenty of other options.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, we like Torrey Pines on a Saturday, just casually floating it out there. You know, not a whole else to do. Like, it's an absolute vibe. Like, I do wish that I would have, because I do love the post round hang at the lodge, or at the, I guess it's the grill at the lodge at Torrey Pines. The lodge is technically the hotel. So yeah, like I did kick myself a little bit, and that was another one that I thought about changing as well, was being like, do you just do Torrey on a Saturday and like give it the space to like breathe, or do you force people away from it? Admittedly, so I wanted to squeeze all of our must play San Diego golf courses onto our trip. So I included all 4 that have passed the must play test on the trip. Don't know if anybody caught that underlying thread, but
no, we caught it. It was telegraphed.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, oh shit, now I forgot my thought. It was something that you just said. We'll cut that part. Don't worry.
We can cut that out. No, but I love I should have, I probably in hindsight agree with you a little bit in terms of spending more time at Torrey. Like, it's the golf course that you want to play when you come to San Diego. And you probably shouldn't be forcing people off of Torrey Pines any sooner than they want to. So giving the course, giving the lunchtime, having a few more beers if you want to have a few more beers, or even to Sean's point, rolling some putts with the boys over some beers is definitely probably.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. We all put Torrey on day 3 on Saturday. So if you need a clue on when to book Torrey in your trip, if we all agree here without conferring that it's day 3, it's Saturday.
Yeah,
I was going to say that's exactly. There's a reason all 3 of us put Torrey on Saturday. So I mean, it's just, if you could set up your trip around that, that's what I would do personally.
Also, you're looking forward to it the whole trip, right? Like, if you hadn't played it before, you're like, oh, I'm really curious about how Torrey is, but you're playing all this good golf up to it, and so it's kind of like a crescendo for you as well. I feel like if you leave it. So All right, let's hear day 4. Let's hear how you wrap it up. All right. No pressure to put golf on day 4, obviously, because people got to fly out, right? But let's see what you went with.
We're playing golf. We are staying in Carlsbad, and you are steps away from one of the best courses in San Diego, the Crossings at Carlsbad.
Wow.
So, because you had an early night the night before, right? You are teeing off early in the morning at the Crossings at Carlsbad. I don't know what else could be said. TJ, you already mentioned it. It's a great course. It's a tough course. My favorite tee shot, and also simultaneously my least favorite tee shot, is that tee shot on 10.
10. Yep.
Where it disappears.
Yeah, it's just like you're looking down and the fairway is narrow. And
so narrow.
It's super narrow, and just you have to be dialed in to hit that tee shot. But just that's, I think, the best course, because it's considering time also, right? Like, it's right there. You don't have to drive too far. It's probably like 5-10 minutes from your Airbnb. You play around, you finish, you come back on the way after checking out on the way to the airport. You stop in Cardiff and you pick up some Cardiff crack sandwiches on the way to the
Seaside Market.
Seaside Market. And then you head to the airport and everyone goes home, and hopefully they plan another trip and do it again.
So you both had Goat, Torrey, Crossings, and then was that the only 3 that you guys shared?
Goat. Yeah, because he went Aviara and I went Medeiros.
3 of 4 though.
What's that?
I said you guys shared 3 of the same 4 courses.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I like that move while TJ's looking something up, just because the you're right there, you're next to it, and if you don't play it, you're kind of wondering, like, well, we were up here the whole time and I kept seeing it. Like, are we going to get to do it or not? And then
that was one of the reasons why I wanted to also have them stay in Carlsbad, is that they're literally right there. Yeah. And so I was thinking, when's the best time? And I was like, it's the last day, right? Get that round in. They don't have to travel far. It's right there. They go play an early round, and they're done by 10, 30, 11. something like that, 11:30 maybe, and then head to the airport, and everyone can head home. And the stop at Seaside Market is quick. Like you're just gonna go in, grab your Cardiff crack, and take off. You know what I mean? So
I was trying to look up, like, for those who know, in San Diego, the Cardiff crack sandwich tri-tip at Seaside Market is phenomenal. There's another sandwich that's there, and I was trying to look up the name of what it is, but it is also it uses the same Cardiff crack tri-tip, but it's got like arugula and blue cheese and something else on it.
They have different types of Cardiff crack.
Yeah, it has it's a different, so it's got a different marinade, but it's still the same cut of meat. But it's also like, I've heard people rave about that one as well. I just cannot remember the name.
Yeah, it's like a steak sandwich versus a tri-tip sandwich. It's similar.
Yeah.
We stayed in Cardiff when we went out to TJ's wedding. We were like right up the street from the Cardiff Market. My dad had never been there, or Seaside Market, excuse me. And so we went down, and they were kind of already emptying out all the fish and everything else. And he lives here in Arizona, and he was like, "No," and I was like, "Trust me, we're coming back. Don't worry." And we did. We came back and eventually ate there too. But that's such a cool little spot right there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Grab a sandwich. If you want to, go hang out on the beach and eat it. Like,
yeah. All right, TJ, what's your day 4?
All right. So we played 36.
9.
I'm giving people the option 9. I'm giving people the option that if they don't want to play golf on Sunday, they do not have to play golf. What we're gonna do?
I don't think I could play golf
physically. Well, the option accounts for this. So we're gonna kick off the morning. We're gonna follow Noly's advice from earlier in the podcast, and we're gonna go over to Roberto's in the Del Mar, Torrey Pines area for breakfast burritos. Yeah. That's one of the better spots. That's again, like Noly said, go to a place with Berto's in the names. It's either going to be Roberto's or probably Rigoberto's for you. But that's going to be where I'm going to recommend. You can grab that. And then if you can do it, go park the car over on Torrey Pines State Beach and go enjoy a breakfast burrito just sitting on the edge of the beach. It's your last day in San Diego.
Yeah.
Take it all in. Take it all in while you can. Now, the plans after this change depending upon when you're flying out. Depending upon where guys are flying from, some guys have earlier flights, some guys have later flights. So we're going to put you adjacent to the airport, depending upon what you want to do. And we're going to pop over to Loma Club in Point Loma.
Yep.
And people can do whatever they want to do. Loma Club is a very short 9-hole par 3 course that is essentially a pitch and putt, right? I don't think you ever have to hit anything really over like a 7 or a 6 iron at Loma Club if you want to.
Yeah.
So if you want to play more golf, or if you're interested in playing more golf, you can be at Loma Club. If you want to do other things, you can head over to Liberty Station, which has a ton of different food options, a bar, everybody can get what they want. Or you can also go to Dirty Birds, which is right there next to Loma Club. And you can have wings and kind of veg out there. And then that way you're kind of close to the guys who are playing golf. And then if you're a guy who needs to leave sooner than everybody else, you are right next to the airport. It is a very quick Uber to get over to the airport for your flight.
I like that.
That's it. That's
I knew you were gonna put Loma Club on there. I thought about that too. Because it's so convenient. It's right next to airport and Liberty Station. It's like just a little quick detour. You could probably have, if you were Ubering, Uber drop off guys who wanted to play, and then the rest go to the airport. Like that's
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
The only thing that like this creates an issue with is like, how do you pack up your bag? How much of your bag do you pack up?
True.
And then you've got to like repack your bag out at Loma Club before you go to the airport.
Yeah, there's some logistics, but hey, so
yeah,
I like that. I like it.
No, I like it too. I just know that I would be at Dirty Birds. I would not be playing. I would be
90 holes of golf.
Dude, I would be so fried that I absolutely would just be like, all right, TJ, I'm kicking it here at Dirty Birds with a pint and some wings, and have fun. I'll see you when you get back.
Were you doing the math on 90 holes?
Yeah.
It is
that much. I mean, I've done it. Like I did it.
Same,
I did it. I did it, and we walked. Like you did. We did it together.
Abandoned.
We did it abandoned. We played
Yeah.
more than that. We played like 100 plus in like 3 days. It was stupid.
We did.
4 days. But still, like yeah. I was just kind of like, I was like, let's go golf heavy. Let's shotgun approach this, right? Let's get as many options out there as possible.
Yeah.
I feel like it's easier to take away things than it is to add on things as well.
Yeah.
So if you're planning a trip for somebody else and they say, I don't want to play 36, they go, okay, well on Saturday we'll just cut the crossings and we'll just play Tory. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, that
Cool.
was that's my trip.
Yeah.
All right, my day 4 is similar to yours. It's the same thing about like wanting to go see the ocean or something like that because these guys are, in San Diego. So my morning, you're in Encinitas, go get breakfast at Swami's. It's not my favorite Swami's location, but the food is okay / good, and it's across the street from Swami's, the surf spot. That's why I really picked it. Okay. I know. I'm not saying Swami's is the best breakfast in Encinitas.
Well,
all right?
I agree with you on the Swami steak. I just loved the phrasing of like, it's not my favorite Swami's location. The food also isn't good at Swami's, but this is where you should go.
You're right. I did message that the wrong way. Here's why I think it's a good option. Okay, let me pivot. You went on a brew tour.
March Madness.
You went on a brew tour. You want greasy food. You want like something to soak it up. Like go get a giant heaping plate of like eggs, bacon, hash browns, toast, and everything else at Swami's. Okay. Then go head across the street, go down the stairs or at the top of the stairs and go say bye to the ocean that you never went in while you were here, but you get to go see it. It's right there. People surfing out there. It's like great spot to just kind of let the breeze hit your face. And it's like, hey, this is a great trip, guys. And then similar to TJ here, people who have to fly out can fly out. I'm not going to send these guys to Loma Club, though, for those who still want to go get in a little bit more golf because they've only played 54 holes so far on this trip. I'm recommending they go play Balboa, but they play the Balboa 9-hole course. Mm-hmm. The 9-hole course is just as old as the 18-hole course. It's a par 32, so it's not all par 3s. It's got 4s and 3s. You're going to hit driver, and you're still going to get out full swings on this course. Conditions are great. You still get city views, and it's close-ish to the airport. Like, you're not that far away from... I've done this before. I literally dapped everyone up, said bye, and I took an Uber from Balboa to the airport, and it was really quick. Mm-hmm. I just think it's a great way to cap it off because, like, I haven't sent this group to any golf south of the 8, and this is like the first like in San Diego. It's as in San Diego as you can get, to be honest, besides Coronado maybe or Loma Club. So, that's my trip too. Just Balboa to cap it off. I just feel like, I don't know, the stuff I booked in here is a lot of stuff that I like to do. But the more I was listening to you guys, like all 3 of our trips sound enticing to me. I would go on any one of these trips and be very, 100%. Very happy with the options. I had one question here before we do an outro here. This doesn't have to be a course. It could be a course, a restaurant, an activity. But like, I just want a simple question. What's not the move for the group?
Oh, that's interesting.
What's the tourist trap? Or what's the thing that a group might go do?
All of Mission Beach.
Oh gosh!
Like, just don't. Like, if you want to, honestly, like, as a person who has spent so much time honestly, if you want to go to the beach, I wouldn't go to Mission PB or even OB. Like, I would go everywhere north of La Jolla to go to the beach. I would go to Torrey, I would go to Del Mar, I would go to Solana, I would go to Encinitas. Yeah. Like, I would do those are because I was going to say, I think we might get slammed a little bit because none of us said have a beach day or go to the beach in the morning or any of that stuff, right?
March,
but well, and also just like the for me, like, and I say this as a resident who has access to the beach daily if I really want it. The beach just kind of feels like a full production. It doesn't feel like a lot of times that you can necessarily like pop over and do. And it also feels like on a golf trip, you'd probably get your group pretty splintered if you wanted to try and do the beach, where there'd be some guys who are all gung-ho about it, and then you'd have some guys who are like, yeah, I'm okay. Yeah. You know? So
that's why that's actually... Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Noly.
I was just going to say that's why I had the guys stand in Carlsbad, because then they're literally 5-10 minutes from the beach. In the mornings before guys woke up, if they wanted to, just head to the beach and kick it for a little bit. But I agree with your take. Like, anyone listening, stay away from Mission Beach, the boardwalk, like all that. Like, it's too hectic, too many people. It's dirty. It's like some of our dirtiest beaches are in that like area, just because of the sheer number of people that go there. So, agreed. Encinitas, Carlsbad, Del Mar, like those areas. Even I would even say, well, maybe not. La Jolla does get crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Sean, what about you?
My answer for this before Noly told us about his trip was Gaslamp. I was just gonna say, stay out of that hectic, just like, tangle of people and just everything out there is so difficult to navigate. I stay out of Gaslamp unless I'm going to Pecco.
I was gonna say I disagree I disagree if you manage to go to a Padres game.
If you go to a Padres game, do it. But I was like, no, the trip can stay safe and not safe, but like just stay away from Gaslamp.
I had one other one that I did want to preface as well. Not Sean's question. I wanted to ask one other question, because we've all talked about how we did multiple revisions to all of our lists. What is the one food place you would recommend that did not make your cut? Oh. It can be anything. It can be dinner. It can be coffee. It can be anything. I have mine. I can go first if you guys want.
You go first.
You can swing it, because if you're over in Del Mar, it's not super hard to get to. Sidecar, coffee, and donuts. It is. I am a sucker for a good cake donut, and the butter and salt donut at Sidecar Coffee and Donuts in Del Mar is the best donut I've ever had in my entire life. Yeah. In San Diego, there's only a handful of Sidecars. There's one downtown now, or in Little Italy, I believe. And then the rest are all up in LA. But they're a little pricey. You're going to pay like $5 a donut, but you're not going to regret it at all.
Yeah.
Sean?
Can I? Okay, go ahead.
Or Noly?
Sorry.
Noly,
go ahead.
No, Sean, go ahead first.
Mine is Maya Well in
Cantina Maya Well.
Yeah, Cantina Maya Well. It's on 30th and University. Is that technically Normal Heights?
It's either Normal Heights or North Park, University, right?
Yeah. One of the best places to go get a mezcal margarita, and the tortas there are incredible. And it's one of I go there every time I come to San Diego, or I try to make an attempt to go there, but I just didn't have the group going down to North Park or anywhere down there, so I didn't send them. Yep. But Cantina Maya Well is my spot.
Okay, so I have a favor to ask. Yep. Since I told you guys my top 3 spots in Convoy, can I tell you the course that I wish made the list?
Oh yeah, the lower price.
Yeah, but it's not making the graphic.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, go ahead.
Arrowwood.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wish, and thinking about it now too, like I love Aviara, like it's a great course, but I do. And thinking about it now, that I said, I wish I had put Arrowwood on there, because it fits like the whole San Diego, Southern California vibe.
Yep.
The flight deck driving range with the bar attached, and the seat, like, and the course is always in great shape. It's always good, much more affordable than Aviara, but that's one I kind of wish I could have had back.
I would say not Aviara. Arrowwood's one of the other ones that comes up all of the time for doing it as a must play. Sean hasn't played it. I played it for the first time earlier this year. It's like I'm very anxious to put it actually to the must play test, because I think it could score well. And I played it on a day where the group that I was playing with had never played it before. So none of us had played through the quandary at all. So there's a handful of like kind of blind tee shots. And had I had anyone who had any sort of course knowledge beforehand, I probably would have scored really well. Like, I won't say really well for myself through those. And I played the entire quandary terribly and just absolutely tanked around in like the last 4 holes. So I'm
talking Arrowwood.
itching.
Sorry.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm itching. I'm itching to get back to Arrowwood and redeem myself now that I have a little bit of course knowledge.
Yeah.
I was telling him Arrowwood was the course that I wish I could get like put on the list, like take that.
Yeah.
I have a quick Arrowwood story for you guys. So we had an event there this year, and I was out putting the long drive and closest to the pin signs out, and I'm coming back up 1, right? And so I'm going against traffic, and I pull off to the left side of the fairway, like real far, and I saw a group like teeing off, and I'm sitting there, and the shield, the visor is like down, right? So I'm like, just in case, let me put the visor up. So I put it up, and I'm facing like 90 degrees, like fairway's going this way. I'm facing like this way. Dude on the tee pulls his shot right into my visor, like just pulls it. If I had not put that thing up, it would have smacked me right in the face. Like that's
You just had the instinct to do it.
Dude, I literally was watching. I saw the ball coming my way, and he saw the cart like last minute. He's all 4, like screaming his head off, like 4. And I literally watched the ball go like boop, like hit like right where my face would have been, like it would have landed right on my face. So
was it a member of Happy Hour?
No, it was not.
Okay.
It was not, dude. But I rolled up and passed him, and he was just like, his face was just like pale. He was like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, dude, I'm fine. It's okay. But he was just like, I'm so glad your plastic thing was up, dude. Like, I'm so sorry. But
yeah. Speaking of Happy Hour, Noly, if I can transition here to the end of the pod for those who stuck around, I was curious, like, what do you have coming up for Happy Hour that people should know about, or anything you're excited that's coming up?
So we have our final major of the year happening November 1st. That's taking place at Singing Hills. And then we have our club championship first week of December. So for that, so we have a season-long points thing similar to like how the FedEx Cup works, right? The players play a certain amount of events, they gain points, and then the top 32 players from our club make it into the Growler Cup. And that is taking place at Steel Canyon. So speaking of like courses down south that we didn't even touch at this point.
Yeah.
Those are two amazing courses. So if you come to San Diego and you want to go south, Singing Hills and Steel Canyon are amazing courses, great courses to play. So that's what we've got coming up. And then if anyone wants to sign up, the end of the year is a great time to sign up because we go right into the beginning of the season in January with the season kickoff in January, where we release the schedule for the year. And then our first event is coming up in February, which is a brand new event. I can't tell you what the format is yet because the Happy Hour guys need to know, but we're calling the event Frenemies. And I'll follow us and find out more in January.
We'll drop all of Noly's information in the description on YouTube and Spotify, so you guys can go check out his socials and go check out the website and follow along to see what's going on. You hear that also, Midwest? You hear about his season kicking off in January?
That's right. Like, come on. One thing I'll say about our club that we try to do that's a little bit different than others is that we try to add twists to our tournaments. Like, the Tag Team Scramble had like a whole pro wrestling theme. We had the Civil War, which is our Ryder Cup event. We had an event this year called Mulligan Madness, where players got 3 mulligans that they could use either on themselves, on their partner, or on the opposing team. Like, so we try to do different types of things. We try to throw things in there to try to make things a little bit creative. So if that sounds like something you're interested in and you're in San Diego, give us a shout. Or even LA. We have members from LA too. So.
Yeah. I would say, Noly, you do a phenomenal job of not just making everything either like a net or gross tournament, or making everything like a 4-man scramble and then everyone's pissed because everyone thinks that everyone is cheating, right? So you do a good job of actually putting your thinking cap on and keeping members engaged and excited about what's coming up, because it's not just like, well, it's time for the happy hour course and I just got to go play my own ball and think about my own round this whole time. Like there's a little bit of gamesmanship involved in a lot of these.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
So kudos to you.
We'll share all those details in the pod here. And then just everyone, thank you for sticking around, and hopefully you listen to our Scottsdale one. This one was just as fun. Noly, you're the perfect person to have on this pod, so thank you for joining today.
Thank you for having me. That was a lot of fun, but it stressed me out a lot.
as it should. As it should.
All right. All right, for everyone who doesn't already, please make sure you subscribe to Must Play wherever you get your podcast. Rate us 5 stars. We would appreciate it. It goes a long way to helping us out. And you can watch these over on YouTube as well. And I'm curious if you guys want to leave comments over on YouTube of what courses or places you think we left out of these trips. Let us know. We always get some good feedback. So, Noly, thank you again for joining us, and we'll see you guys all next time.
Thanks, guys.
Take care.